chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Moments ago, Greg Popovich and I were able to chat. I asked him specifically about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and what their defensive game plan is for him, and Coach said we have to be active, we have to keep him in front of us, and to try to limit his chances around the rim. Their offense really opens up when he's able to attack the basket, so let's see if the defense is up for the challenge. BA?
Thanks for that, Allie. First quarter of play, and just over 3.5 minutes in. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Wallace. From downtown. Rebound by San Antonio. You know, last game they matched up with the Mavs. A tough loss there.
One thing we saw from them that game, and we see it around the league, an over-dependency on the three ball.
Well, you have to be able to use the three-point line in some way. It's just such a weapon. And in that game, it was just not there for him.
Oklahoma City trailing. Pass to Hartenstein. Back to Wallace. There's the drive. Outside for Dort. 6 to shoot. Sends it home from three-point land. So Dort's got 5.
And this is the area where Dort has really shown some massive improvement. Great touch from that range.
It's Jackson, high post. Coming in off a 14-point game last time out. Ball against Gilgeous-Alexander. And this is game 2 of the NBA Cup tournament for both of these teams here in the group play round.
In this NBA...
Sohan and Wemby are the bigs. Jackson out there with Devin Vassell. And it's Champagnie at the small forward position. That's who's in the game for the Spurs. Pass to Hartenstein. On the wing, Caruso. And he misses the go-ahead basket. San Antonio leading. Here's Jackson. Stolen by Caruso. And they're unable to get the tying bucket there.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
Wembanyama, pass to Jackson. Comes up empty down low. And Oklahoma City shooting just 38% for this game so far. Dort finds Hartenstein. Three-pointer off the mark.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Down low. Wembanyama, so comfortable inside.
And you see how fluid Wembanyama is. 7'5" guys shouldn't be able to move like this.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Caruso. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got his 5th rebound in this one.
Well, both him and the team seem to be off their game right now, and the frustration is clearly mounting as the clock is winding down.
And the dunk by Wembanyama.
Well, Victor doesn't have too far to go. I mean, he just pops up to the rim, makes it look so easy.
Pass to Dort. Back to Wallace. Just 5 on the clock. Lets the 3 fly. Buries it. He's 2 for 4 in this game.
I think the defense has more concerns out there on the floor, and they give him a good open look from the perimeter.
This past offseason, OKC decided to move on from their former first-round pick, Josh Giddey.
Yeah, the 6th overall pick in 2021. Giddey is a talented player with good upside, but fit is so important in the NBA, and the Thunder knew his talents would be better suited elsewhere.
Barnes, he's checked in for San Antonio. Ball comes in for Vassell. To the left wing. Dort outside. Caruso outside. Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama.
With his length and energy, Wembanyama has the ability to be a game-changing defender.
Jackson pass to Wembanyama. That one drops for him. Wembanyama's got 8.
And force feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
Now a timeout call by Oklahoma City.
Trying anything now to get them out of this slump.
Well, they can't find the net right now, and all they need, I think, is just to get one to go to get back on track.
All right, let's look back over the last 10 games now and see which teams were topping the charts in three-point shooting. 5th on the list, the Thunder.
Number 1, you have to have good shooters. Number 2, you have to take good shots. This team is both talented and disciplined.
Inside, Wallace. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. 7 points in the game.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
And there's the lob. Oh, go up and go get it, Wemby.
I mean, it seems like you could throw it up to Wembanyama on every offensive possession, and he'll slam it home.
Thunder trail by 6. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Up top, Hartenstein. Lets it go. And there's another one for the Thunder.
I just don't think they want him taking that kind of shot. Again, his teammates are just laughing, shaking their heads there on the bench.
Pass to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
Yeah, good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Gilgeous-Alexander finds Caruso. Stolen by Wembanyama. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, the Thunder have some grit. Coach Mark Dagnall said we compete, and on nights we aren't, we get back to that very quickly. The competition level and the willingness to do it together is the foundational piece. Brian?
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thank you. Massey, he's checked in for San Antonio. Williams is checked in for Oklahoma City. Wallace outside. Back to Williams. Barnes with the rebound.
Well, that's a shot they want just about on every possession if they can get it. He doesn't make them all, but still very much a high percentage look.
Jackson with it. And it's Dort picking him up.
What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man. And he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
Thunder trail by 10. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Wallace outside. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 4 assists now tonight. And already one of the more consistent three-point shooters. Cason Wallace is lethal from outside, Brent.
Really impressive BA in his first year to shoot over 40% from 3. Pretty selective in the ones he took, but still his #1 attribute is how disruptive he can be defensively at that guard position.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Ball against Gilgeous-Alexander. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama.
Gilgeous-Alexander can hit you with a lot of moves. Tricky to defend.
And some stats here, guys. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. It's the Spurs up by 3. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
Please give a big round of applause for your Spurs Youth Dance Team.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You know, Victor Wembanyama has been exceptional here, guys.
He took a head-on approach in the first half, going straight at the D and drawing fouls.
Yeah, almost inviting contact, that attack mentality on full display.
And on the floor for Mark Dagnall starting the second half. In it forward, it's Dort and Williams. Cason Wallace out there with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Hartenstein in at the 5, roaming the paint. Hartenstein passes to Wallace. The The rebound by the Spurs.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Here's Jackson. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Gotta hold firm or you're gonna get a call.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Wallace. And here is Williams. Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. And it's Shea hitting the three.
Assertive shot by Gilgeous-Alexander, not giving him a chance.
San Antonio leading. To the paint. Sohan inside. Working on Williams. Jackson outside. Back to Sohan. Another shot. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Hardenstein's got his 4th rebound in this one.
A lot of things that they love about Jalen Williams, but his polished all-around game is something appreciated. He can fill the roles and fill the holes for whatever they need to do.
Looking at lineups around the league, Grant, it seems like they're becoming more positionless than ever before.
Yeah, you're spot on, B.A. To the point where some people feel all-star voting shouldn't be by position anymore. It should be by merit.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Williams. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Dort against Barnes. Wallace misses.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
The offensive rebound. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball.
Jump ball.
And so it's Oklahoma City with it. The Thunder have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Gilgeous-Alexander against Paul. For the lead. Ooh, what a play. Just palms the block.
Yeah, they're going to try to search out for somebody that's got a hot hand right now. 1 of 4 to start the half.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
Timeout Thunder. San Antonio, let's give it up for your Spurs Hype Squad.
Caruso, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. And let's check in on the rookies making an impact with their passing. Stephon Castle third.
The league got a big infusion of talented passers this year, and he's up there with the best of them. And as time goes, his court vision is only going to get better.
Williams passes to Caruso. Uses the glass on the layup.
Yes, such a smart player. Jalen Williams making people around him better.
And it's Paul with the ball for the San Antonio Spurs. They'll face the Jazz after this game. That'll be at home, and that'll put them halfway through a 3-game homestand. Oklahoma City shooting their 7th free throw attempt here. Right around 3 minutes into this second half. Shoots it from the high post. Here's Hardenstein. Oh, persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. Now it's a 3-point Oklahoma City lead. Outside Paul. Back to Jackson. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Caruso. And up the court come the Thunder on the break. Pass to Wallace. Back to Caruso. Boom! He jams it straight down.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
Execution with pace. That's a bad turnover that simply was telegraphed.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. And the basket is good.
Something sapped them of their energy defensively since halftime. In the first half, out there scrambling, running, hustling. Since then, not so much.
Here's Paul. Lays it up and banks it in.
And just too good getting around the defender, as Paul is such a savvy player.
Wallace outside. Dort outside. There's the three. And another three for Oklahoma City.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
San Antonio calls timeout. And as the coaches draw up their strategies, the players staying hydrated with some Gatorade. That's key to keeping them at their best all the way. Here's Williams. Barnes and Sohan, your small and power forwards. Jackson out there with Devin Vassell. And it's Wembanyama in at the center position. That's who's in the game for the Spurs. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. To the middle. Here's Barnes. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
Yeah, Barnes making that dunk look really easy.
Oklahoma City leading by 7. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wembanyama. Paul, he's checked in for San Antonio.
Chris Paul.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. Ooh, another miss by Gilgeous-Alexander.
One thing they've done well tonight, and that's rebounding.
Jackson, the pass to Wembanyama. Sohan outside, over Dort. Wembanyama. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
Pass to Wallace. And he lobs it up top. Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. Now Jackson. Down low. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's on Isaiah Hartenstein.
It's such a difficult frame to guard. Wembanyama draws the foul easily.
And a breakdown here, guys, of the hustle stats for Oklahoma City.
Well, their D has been a major story tonight. I mean, those steals and putting pressure on the ball, clogging the passing lanes, impressive.
They've been fantastic tonight, really enforcing giveaways and getting scores on the other end. I mean, you get a few more possessions like that, confidence grows, you win that turnover battle.
Here's Sohan. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson.
They're doing the job on both ends, getting stops and attacking offensively.
Yeah, coaching staff probably loves this, just grinding out defensive possessions, which is helping them get back into their offensive flow.
Back to Wallace. Beyond the arc. Hits the trifecta.
Wallace.
And the Thunder lead by 4.
Yeah, you would think a coach might have talked to his defense about making the adjustment on him, but right now, he's just lighting him up.
And Paul gets it to go.
Time and time again, they're creating good looks from close range.
Oklahoma City has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Gilgeous-Alexander looking it over. Oh, the determination from Gilgeous-Alexander.
I mean, could we say he was playing possum a bit there in the first half? Because it seems to be a different guy out there, way more assertive.
Jackson, right side. Barnes in the post. Dort defending. Shot clock at 6. Lets it go from deep. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Wallace. Outside, Williams. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander punches it home.
And we're all too familiar with these kind of outbursts from SGA.
Ball passes to Jackson. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Here's Sohan. And he banks in the layup. Sohan's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Smart play call to get him something at the rim.
Well, taking advantage of that opportunity, it does not get any more high percentage than that one.
Williams up top. Sohan covering. Williams passes to Wallace. Offensive rebound. Spurs trail by 4. Gilgeous-Alexander with a steal. To the inside. Williams. No luck on that one. Sohan with some nice D. The Spurs have gotten 5 of their 7 shots to fall in this final quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander against Jackson. Sohan outside. Back to Jackson. Gilgeous-Alexander with a rebound.
San Antonio foul. Jackson. Second personal foul. First
Thunder leading by 4. Pass to Williams. Takes it inside. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama.
Come on, man. I mean, there was no chance Wemby was going to ever let that reach the rim.
Inside. Jackson can't get it to go. Oklahoma City has gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this 4th quarter. To the inside. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama.
Maybe a time to rest him right now. Just give him a bit of a breather. Try to help him get back on track.
Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson. That gives him a double-double.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Yeah, why settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that?
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
And things are always changing throughout a game. Teams have to adjust on the fly.
And timeouts are a wonderful opportunity to just settle in and recollect the thoughts of your entire team. Not just the guys playing, but the entire team.
Let's take a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah, really the standout element of this game tonight was his offense and his ability to get inside by cutting the defense to shreds, finding lanes, even making them, and relentlessly attacking the hoop.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Mark Dagnall had some words for his team over the last break. He told the team he has complete faith in them, saying, we're right there. Now we just got to make that push and really take hold of the game. We can do that. To me, it looked like his players are on the same page with him. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Jackson gets the bucket.
That's what Paul does best, giving his man a great scoring opportunity.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Hartenstein.
2 minutes remaining.
Now Wallace fires the 3. Rebounded by Chris Paul. Here's Jackson. Yes, and it's Paul with the assist that time. Paul's got his 4th assist in this one.
And simply one of the best to ever do it. Chris Paul always making the right play. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Such a wide open look. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 15 points here in the second half. Gilgeous-Alexander coming through big time.
Wembanyama against Hartenstein. Wembanyama's shot is good. Wembanyama's got 6 in the quarter.
No fear in this young man. We're already getting a sense of Wembanyama's killer instinct.
Pass to Wallace. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Wallace outside. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Now, Gilgeous-Alexander with that height at his position allows him to do so many things other guys really pretty much dream of.
Jackson with it. Hartenstein covering. Ooh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams passes to Dort. Yeah!
Right spot, not blinding the lights for Dort. Ready for the moment. He took advantage.
Jackson surveying the D. And stolen by Hartenstein. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
3rd personal foul. second team foul.
Here's Oklahoma City now. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Pass to Williams. Uncovered. And again, it's Oklahoma City.
They've been battling all night. Now they're on the brink of putting this game away.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks.
The over and back.
And so the big win by Oklahoma City in a tight game. And they barely squeezed out the win here on the road.
And BA, the visiting team is always under some added pressure, but they made it work and got the win, whatever the margin may have been.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. Alongside Brent Barry, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this
find out right now.
You know what I'm gonna do? The person who looks the most focused, that's who I'm gonna talk to. So Blake, what's going on your end?
I can't say because then people are gonna, I feel like, go exactly for the players that I'm gonna go for. But
I've already made a deal.
Oh no! I just traded Victor Oladipo and Andre Roberson, and a first-round pick for Chris Middleton and Malcolm Brogdon.
Okay.
I feel Brogdon gives shooting as well as Middleton, and they're
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. And checking out Utah's opening lineup, wing pair will be Sexton and Markkanen. The pairing up front, it'll be Collins and Kessler. And it's George in at the 1. And for the Spurs, Sohan is the 4 with the lengthy Wembanyama playing the 5. Paul out there with Jackson, and it's Johnson in at the 3. RJ, kind of a lopsided matchup tonight in some regards, but everyone loves an underdog.
Yeah, let's not forget, this is the NBA. Anything can happen, and even lower-ranked teams are elite. We could still have a real contest on our hands tonight.
Basket good.
Just a creative ball handler. Sexton does a really good job with his change of speeds and direction, keeping the defender off balance.
Now here's Paul. To the middle. And Jackson throws it down hard.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
The pass to Sexton. Back to George. Oh, Sexton in position. And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession. And obviously the season's just begun, but never too soon to check out the power rankings. Let's see how these teams are stacking up. You look at the Knicks. They've climbed all the way up to the second spot.
Well, I think for the Spurs, they are rolling, showing a lot of belief in themselves. The fan base is energized. We'll see if they can keep this up.
And they call an illegal screen here.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
Now, here's Sexton. His last outing, we saw him pour in 22. Kessler fires from deep. The shot by Sexton, no good. And here's Wembanyama. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder.
And guys, there's really a fine line between being aggressive and being out of control. And that one, they crossed the line.
They never settled in defensively, and it cost them.
The Spurs shooting their first free throws of the game.
2 shots.
And the first one drops. Well, Greg, over the last few seasons, one area of consistency for the Jazz has been their rebounding.
Yeah, and they have some size, and they make controlling the boards a focal point. When you're playing Utah, you better be ready to put a body on somebody.
And the Spurs with possession after the miss from John Collins. And the basket is good.
The defense looking lazy there. You can't allow Paul to get inside like this. That's just asking for trouble.
Here's Sexton, and Sexton slams it in.
And Kevin, lots of standing around and watching by the defense that time.
And he makes them pay, doesn't he, Greg, with that emphatic slam?
That's what lackluster defense will get you. You deserve to get dunked on with that type of effort. And how great are they playing? 4 for 4 shooting to start this one.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, D.A.?
Well, I caught up with Greg Popovich. He talked about the challenges that come with playing against Lauri Markkanen. Coach said you have to know where Lauri is at all times because he's so effective playing off the ball. He's a knockdown shooter and a smart cutter. And he moves extremely well for his size. This team's got a lot of respect for the mobile 7-footer. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Markkanen against Paul. It's tipped. And here's George. 9 points last game. Outside, Markkanen. The shot's good on the assist by George.
And I tell you what, Markkanen has already mastered the art of the bank shot. Loves getting it up there and knocking that one down. You have got to be in his space if you want to disrupt his rhythm.
Sexton with it. Now guarded by Wembanyama. Three-pointer, Markkanen. Here's Collins. He nails it, and we're tied up.
Becoming a true force on the offensive glass. Love how hard Collins goes after those second chance opportunities.
Now here's Paul. Excellent D there from George. Markkanen looking it over. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Spurs. Jackson passes to Wembanyama. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Wembanyama is a specimen going at the rim there with a purpose.
Ball against George. Over Paul. George with the bucket. Now here's Paul. Now Jackson. To the paint. Here's Sohan. And the dunk by Sohan.
He may not have that traditional power forward build, but his bounce, well, that kind of levels the playing field.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Jazz. And through this early portion, Greg, of the season, we've had our fair share of surprises.
Yeah, it's fun to see the preseason predictions go up in flames, right? Every year it feels like we have at least one team that overachieves and shocks us all.
San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Utah has gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Sexton deciding where to go with it. Pass to Juzak. Launches a 3. Another miss by Utah. San Antonio leading. Passes it to Barnes. Out to the right wing. Here's Champagny. Can't hit from in close. And Sexton has it in the corner. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Then one on Castle.
Such a menace close to the rim. You got to respect Sexton's fearlessness when he's amongst the bigs.
Jazz trail by 6. Greg Collins Sexton, still so young. He entered the league when he was just 19.
Yeah, drafted back in 2018. Sexton has a few years left in his 20s, so you expect him to continue to expand his game and improve on both ends.
Sohan is the 4 with the lengthy Wembanyama playing the 5. The cell in the wing along with Johnson. And it's Jackson in at the 5. So that's who San Antonio starts the second with.
And the aggressiveness Sexton plays with is infectious. He motivates his teammates to play just as hard.
Now here's Jackson. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Oklahoma City.
Putting others before himself, racking up assists. Hey, I wished I played with more guys like him.
Jackson with it, defended by George. 5 on the clock. High post shot. And that one hits back iron. Jazz trail by 3. Here's Sexton. You can't get that one. Nice defense by Vassell. San Antonio's gone 3 of 7 tonight from 3-point territory. Jackson with it. Guarded now by Sexton. Stolen by Markkanen. George with the ball. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. Pass to Kessler. The dish to Sexton. And here's George for 3. Rebounded by the Spurs. Wembanyama's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's on Lauri Markkanen.
He's a versatile weapon. Johnson is someone that wants to keep improving and shouldering more responsibilities on both ends of the floor.
Chris Paul. Oh, he's checked in for Vassell. So Johnson hits 2 of them. Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. And there's the pass to Kessler. Outside, Sexton. Nailed from 3-point land. Sexton's got 10 points in the game.
And it's important Sexton makes those. The more he hits from outside, the more the floor will open up.
And Wembanyama throws it down.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Now, here's Sexton. He's got 10. No good. That miss takes him to 3 for 7. Outside Jackson. Back to Wembanyama. Oh, Wembanyama! Too easy.
Oh, great decision there. Get it to Wembanyama and let Victor finish as the roller.
Utah calls timeout. Victory eluded them last time in San Antonio when they took on the Spurs.
Well, I felt like they were never on the same page defensively in that one. Gave up way too many easy shots.
Boy, they looked like they were asleep on that end of the floor. No one was talking. No one was paying attention. Yeah, it was rough.
Collins kicks to Sexton. Beyond the arc. Rebound San Antonio. Wembanyama's got 6 rebounds now in the game. confidence from Wembanyama.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Sexton kicks to Collins. Pass to George. Lock at 6. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Outside Jackson. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Johnson outside. It's tipped and stolen by Sexton. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. San Antonio leading by 8. Jackson down low. Markkanen on him. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
The Spurs have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
Kessler finds George. Passes to Markkanen. No good, and they can't put an end to this drought. And here's Wembanyama. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. Following this one, they get to host the Warriors. That game will conclude a 3-game homestand. Jazz trail by 10. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Here's Sexton. And Sexton slams it in.
And there's no question Sexton can flat out score. I mean, he feels like he can get it done from anywhere.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. Analytics or the eye test? The optics or the numbers in front, Greg? When you're judging the performance of a player, what kind of criteria do you use?
Well, an MVP candidate recently said, my eye test tells me this guy's a terrible defender, but the analytics tell me he's a great defender. I'm confused, and I often feel the same way.
Now a look at the stats for John Collins. So it's San Antonio.
It's the end of the first half with the score. Your Spurs, 59. The Jazz, 48.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Nice game. Great performance by Devin Vassell.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
I like how they came into this one with a game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
So on the floor for Utah, the guard pair. It's George and Sexton. In it forward, it's going to be Markkanen and Collins. And it's Kessler in at center.
For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in.
Jackson against Sexton. Here's Wembanyama.
For his size, Wembanyama can be so graceful, moving well off the screen just with ease.
Ball against George. Lays it up and banks it in.
I just love when teams make it work down low.
Spurs leading by 9. Paul looking around. Outside Jackson. To the inside. Wembanyama.
Wemby doesn't even need to jump to throw it down. That's just crazy.
And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Sexton on the wing. Down goes basket number 6 for him this game. He's shots and made half of them.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
Here's Jackson. Kicks it out to Paul. Floats it up for Wembanyama.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Jazz trail by 11. And here's George. Outside, Markkanen. Back to George. Outside for Sexton. Clock at 4. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Jackson misses.
Their first miss since the break. Still, I like how they've come out so far.
Always going up for the alley-oop here. And Markkanen throws it down.
And how about the hops there by Markkanen? He knows not many guys can block that shot. Good at getting that deep post position.
Now here's Jackson. He's been a factor in their offense on most nights with his scoring average at nearly 16 points a game. Here's Johnson. 9-point game. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Oh, wow. 4 or 5 to start the half. Coming out on fire.
Ball against George. Pass to Markkanen. Outside, Sexton. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Spurs leading by 12. Inside, here's Wembanyama. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
And a monster game for Wemby. With the matchup issues he creates, I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
Now, here's George. Outside, Markkanen. Back to George. The pass to Sexton. Over Jackson. And there's Sexton. That's good on the assist by George. George has got 3 assists tonight. Paul dishes to Jackson. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Wembanyama, that's for 2. And he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron.
They have no answer for Wemby tonight. Honestly, I'm not sure how they could defend him.
George against Paul. George looking around. And there's the drive. Outside for Sexton. Shoots it. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Jazz trail by 14. Now George. Pass to Sexton. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wembanyama. Vassell, he's checked in for San Antonio. And Utah making a change here. And the Jazz call time here. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's good. And so Sexton will bring it up for the Jazz. Trailing by 19. Next up for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. And that will be the first game of 5 straight at home. Sohan is the 4 with the lengthy Wembanyama playing the 5. Jackson is out there with Paul. And it's Johnson in at the 3 spot. That's the San Antonio 5. And that one's good. Wembanyama.
And this is what you want to see. Wembanyama attacking with authority inside.
From deep, George. Rebounded by Jackson. San Antonio leading by 19 points. There's the lob to the hoop. And the dunk by Sohan.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. George passes to Collins. Sexton on the wing. Guarded by Jackson. The putback. Here's Kessler. Goes up with it again. And that one is off. Good defense by Wembanyama. Sexton against Jackson. And the NBA last season, Richard, really emphasizing it's an 82-game league. And I know you love that.
Oh, that is my favorite thing. I was taught by the legends of the game that you go out there and play every single night that you can. At some point in time, the sports and science team realized that it is very difficult to be a professional. But I stand by. 82 games is an achievement that very few can achieve now.
Here's Sexton. It's deflected.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Wembanyama finds Jackson. In the corner, Sohan with it. Jackson against Collins. The drive by Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
And here's George for three. Another miss by Utah. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Jackson down low, defended by Sexton. Paul passes to Sohan. San Antonio needs to get off a shot here. Paul's shot is off. Utah has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Sexton's shot is good.
After sinking one triple in the first quarter, he nails another one in the second quarter. He's got it going on.
Jackson dishes to Paul. Outside for Jackson. Greg, every year we have the Best Teammate Award. What are some of those qualities that you admire in a great teammate?
You know, Kevin, you want guys who make you better and who make it fun to come to work every day. In the end, teammates are like family. So trust, commitment, and just enjoying being with one another, it matters.
Outside, Sexton. His three-pointers off the mark.
You know what? He's got to look to get other guys involved. The three-point stroke is off.
And Wembanyama throws it down.
Oh, it looks like somebody came out this half on a mission. And his intensity on offense, it's been fun to watch.
Sexton on the wing. And it's off from three-point range.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
George with the ball. And it's Johnson picking him up. And George kicks to Markkanen. Sexton for three. And it's out of bounds to the Jazz as Utah retains possession. Both teams deciding to change it up. Here's Juzang, and he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot. But when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better, you'll take it. And although he's undersized at his position, his vertical, yeah, that'll clean up a few mistakes.
Up top, Mills, defended by Jones. The shot by Markkanen, nobody around. Great touch on the 16-footer.
And how about that stroke from mid-range by Markkanen? The 7-footer with a deadly jumper. That's like a defense's worst nightmare.
Here's Mills. Rebounded by the Spurs. Now here's Jackson. Down low, it's deflected, and it's out of bounds. They sit. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense, potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And that'll do it, folks. Along with Greg Anthony.
I just traded Buddy Hield and an unprotected second-round pick for Tim Hardaway Jr. He's slightly better, a little bit older, so I want a little bit more of a veteran presence for Anthony Davis.
Chris, you're quiet. Let's hear from you.
Jordan was on my list of targets, so I'm having to kind of do some other things, but we're adding some shooting, we're adding some versatility, we're adding some pieces here. I am in the middle of trades, and I can't talk and concentrate, but Dwight Howard, welcome to Brooklyn.
Oh, we're 50 seconds left. 48
How
seconds
much?
left,
50
guys.
seconds?
Really?
48 seconds left. Let's go.
I've made another deal. in
Okay,
Miami.
Danny, talk about it.
James Johnson out at small forward again.
Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you exciting NBA action. This is Brian Anderson, Stan Van Gundy, and Grant Hill here with me. And in a few moments, we'll hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce. Let's take a look at our starters for the Golden State Warriors. Wiggins and Green hold down the forward spots. Curry and Hield with a sharp shooting backcourt. And it's Jackson Davis in at the center spot. And for the Spurs, Barnes and Sohan, your small and power forwards. Jackson out there with Chris Paul. And it's Wembanyama in at the 5, roaming the paint. With a new season underway, what are some areas that are challenging for players to get used to again, Grant?
You know, B.A., I think being on the road again in general, making sure you continue to eat right, get the proper rest, getting into a routine as quickly as possible. That's what's the most challenging at first.
Now here's Jackson. Back to Paul. To the paint. He got a piece of it. And the block shot turns into a shooting foul. So the defensive effort there a bit too much, as the officials will send him to the line to shoot free throws. San Antonio shooting their first free throws of the night now. And he sinks the second. Stan, it feels like the hardest part of team building is getting a superstar. The Spurs have one.
Well, they sure do, B.A. San Antonio was retooling for a few years, and then they won that 2023 lottery and draft Victor Wembanyama, a superstar, and now it's about surrounding him with the right.
Guys. And you see how fluid Wembanyama is. 7'5" guys shouldn't be able to move like this.
Curry's shot is off.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with.
Wembanyama pass to Jackson. Hield with the defensive effort. Golden State has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Wiggins from long range. Sohan with a rebound. For San Antonio, they've gone 1 for 3 so far. Jackson against Hield. Here's Sohan. Ooh, good finish at the rack off a slick feed.
So good at keeping his balance through contact. Sohan showing some poise right there.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Moments ago, Greg Popovich and I were able to chat. We chatted about strategy against Andrew Wiggins, and Coach put it simply. He said, quote, we just got to stay on him at the arc on the inside. We can't let him give our defenders a slip. So the defense is going to try to stay as glued to the nimble Wiggins as possible for this one.
All right, Allie, thanks once again.
Well, he's been very good at the line, and we all know free throws can make or break you in the end.
And the foul called on Harrison Barnes. That'll be a second foul of the game.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
And the Spurs making a change here. Vassell's checked in. Now here's Curry. An elite offensive player, averaging just over 33 a game. Can't hit it from 12 feet.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good luck. Just couldn't find the mark.
Hield against Jackson. Hield with the defensive effort. Here's Green. Basket counts.
And Green loves flexing on the defense. Welcomes the contact and overpowers it.
Down low. That's good from Paul. On the assist by Jackson. Jackson's got his third assist of the night. And so Curry will bring it up for the Warriors. Tonight, their first look at this San Antonio squad this year.
They're looking to make amends for their poor showing against this team last season.
And the basket by Hield.
Long-range shots like that, almost effortless for Hield. Every chance he gets, he'll take that shot.
Jackson on the wing, guarded by Hield. Vassell outside, driving in, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
That time, Vassell looked like he was shot out of a cannon.
Grant, compared to some of the flashier scorers, Devin Vassell has a more workmanlike approach.
Yeah, he can quietly drop a big game on you. He doesn't draw attention with stylish plays and big circus shots. He just grinds it out by finding his looks.
Now here's Jackson. He's been contributing over 15 a game. It's stolen by Green. The finish! And it's hammered home by Green.
Oh, the fire from Green. No one plays with more passion than Draymond.
Jackson surveying the D. Pass to Wembanyama. Off target at the rim. The Warriors lead by 3. Hield with the ball. He's got 5. Vassell outside. It's good. The assist that time from Paul. Vassell's got his second basket of the night.
If you get open, Paul will find you. Chris has the best vision in the game.
Outside Curry. Pass to Wiggins. 5 to shoot. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
So polished from this painted area. Love watching Wiggins do his thing close to the basket.
Time called here. San Antonio decides to talk it over. They defeated Utah in their last game.
Yeah, they were really able to keep their intensity high throughout the game. Never really saw them back off.
Yeah, it was an all-around excellent performance, and one I'm sure they'd like to replicate tonight.
A big group substitute. San Antonio leading. Vassell and Barnes are the 2 and the 3. Sohan and Wemby are the bigs. And it's Jackson in at the 1. That's the San Antonio 5.
Well, he knew he had the size advantage to dominate the defense there. Go right at him.
Jackson against Curry. Wiggins outside. Goes back up. Barnes with the rebound.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Jackson left side. Warriors pull it in. Outside Schroeder. Shoots over Vassell. Deflected.
Well, he's known as a solid defender. Vassell is good at using his length to erase shots.
And Sohan gets it to go.
Soft defense. I mean, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points inside.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Oh, Curry stretching the limits. Wow, what a shot.
And when it comes to Curry's range, I don't know what else we can say at this point.
And we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling in with a story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Thanks. Well, for the Warriors this summer, there was disappointment seeing their longtime trio broken up with the departure of Klay Thompson. But many around the league felt like with the additions they've made, this team is actually upgraded. So, guys, we'll see how they hold up in this crowded Western Conference. Do Steph Curry and Draymond Green have enough?
They'll be challenged for certain. All right, Chams, thanks for the report. Here's Jackson, following the score by Golden State. Wembanyama. Oh, Wembanyama throws it down.
And Wembanyama can dunk it basically just standing up. You got to keep him out of the paint.
Wiggins outside. Back to Curry. No luck on that one. Wembanyama with some nice D. Spurs lead by 4. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. The shot by Sohan, no good.
Well, when you get that kind of look inside, you have to capitalize.
Here's Wembanyama. Oh, a great flush from Wemby.
That's about as automatic a shot as you can get. Nice jam from Wembanyama.
Warriors trail by 6. And here's Curry. Last game out, 36 points for him. Outside Schroeder. The 3 is up. Sohan with a rebound.
Well, so far, he hasn't had the same luck from deep in this quarter.
Jackson on the wing. Pass to Wembanyama. Back to Jackson. The Warriors pull it in. They're fresh off a win against the Pelicans.
And we all know that on the road, you don't usually look so comfortable on the offensive end. But that was the story of the game.
Well, it comes down to preparation. They were ready for that game and kept the crowd out of it for the most part.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, the Warriors can be sloppy with the ball. Coach Kerr said, I don't mind turnovers that result from trying to make the extra It's the ones that don't stand a chance to get through that bother me. If we just hit singles, we have so many playmakers and shooters that it's all going to come out pretty positively. Brian?
All right, Allie, thank you. And he gets it to go.
And a little contact never stopped Hield. A committed scorer who knows how to keep his balance on his shot.
Pass to Jackson. To the middle. There's the steal. Curry passes to Hield. Back to Curry. Out to Hield. The three is up. Rebounded by the Spurs. Sohan's got his 4th rebound in this one. Jackson, pass to Paul. Back to Jackson. Pass to Wembanyama. Sohan inside. He's covered by Curry and is blocked.
So far this quarter, he's been out of sync and might be pressing right now.
That three's off the mark.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Back to Jackson. Basket's good. Jackson's got 8 points here in the quarter.
Their offense is really humming right now, and it's because of the beautiful ball distribution.
And Andrew Wiggins gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see.
And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. The Warriors on top. They lead by a bucket.
The Warriors, 46.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Boy, Buddy Hield displaying all his skills today.
I like how they control the tempo and play to his strengths.
Yeah, he's found his spots, been patient with his shot selection, and it's paid off for himself and the team.
And so in the game for the Warriors, Curry and Hield to the sharpshooting backcourt. Inside, it's Green next to Jackson Davis. And it's Wiggins in at the small forward position. And so it's Curry with it. He brings it up for the Warriors. 2-point game. Rebound by San Antonio. Sohan's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And Grant, once again, Stephen Curry hit 300 threes last season. Man, he's in a class of his own.
Well, there have been 7 300-plus three-point seasons ever. Stephen has 5 of them. He has the only 400 three-point year ever. So, yeah, B.A., Stephen has created his own class. And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And, guys, you cannot allow that in a close game. You have to make it harder than that.
Pass to Green. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Sohan with some nice D. It's Jackson, high post. Wiggins on him. Sohan outside. Back to Jackson. It's good. He's 6 for 12 from the floor.
And you know Coach loves seeing his offense operate at this level. Great passing out there.
Here's Curry. He's got 11. Back to Wiggins. Pass to Green. Clock at 6. Hield for 3. And that one's good. And Green with the assist. Green's got 3 assists in the game.
Well, a bit of a cold start to the second half. They need to settle down and get some better looks.
Here's Jackson. Here's Wembanyama. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. Jonathan Kuminga, he's checked in for the Warriors. San Antonio shooting their 5th free throw of the game here. Coach, when you look at the best defensive teams, what's the balance between IQ, the smarts for the game, versus effort?
Well, Brian, it's both. You know, I mean, the effort is a given. You're not going to get anything done in the game without effort. But to be a good defensive team, you have to be smart. You have to understand your opponents, their tendencies, both as a team and as individuals. And if you do that, you can cover up for a lot in terms of just raw athleticism.
Spurs need to get one up here. Pass to Wembanyama. The big man, Wemby for 2.
All too easy for Wembanyama. He feels like no one can defend him inside.
Time called here. The Warriors decide to talk it over.
Looking now for some consistency. Just too many missed shots.
Yeah, right now, Coach needs to draw up his best play, get some points, and give this team some confidence.
Devin Vassell, he's checked in for Chris Paul. The Warriors also with a sub. Schroeder's checked in. Curry with it. He's picked up by Barnes. Wiggins from long range. Vassell with the rebound. The Spurs have gone 4 of 6 from the floor in this 3rd quarter. Barnes passes to Jackson. And let's have a look at the teams who have collected the most blocks this season. The Spurs, 2nd.
They're quick to help each other, and they have some tremendous athletes with a nose for the ball.
San Antonio shooting their 6th and 7th free throw shots in the game. The first one falls. And when you look back at the 2023 draft, the Warriors got great value out of their picks.
Yeah, I mean, they got Pajimski with the 19th pick, a versatile player who impacts the game at both ends. And they also got Trace Jackson Davis late in the 2nd round. And he is a fundamentally sound big man with great upside.
Jackson against Schroeder. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
No debate there. He got hammered.
He's off on the first.
At the line for 2.
He does not get the second one. Warriors trail by 3. Wiggins with it. He's picked up by Barnes. Pass to Schroeder. Fires for 3. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. Just over 3.5 minutes through the 3rd. Wiggins passes to Kuminga. The kick out to Wiggins. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots over Barnes. Oh, Wiggins with the silky touch at the rim.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look for him.
Wembanyama, pass to Vassell. Down low. It's tipped. Oh, and a fast break for the Warriors.
Yeah, fearless play from Curry inside. Going up against tough defense and getting fouled while shooting.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for San Antonio.
Well, they've been owning the painted area offensively. I love the intensity they're playing with down there.
Well, another thing they did well was taking advantage of the holes in the defense. Very aggressive in exploiting the lack of concentration.
The Warriors lead by 10. Sohan and Wemby are the bigs. Chris Paul out there with Jackson, and it's Barnes in at the 3 spot. That's the San Antonio 5. Here's Curry. Sohan with a rebound. Sohan's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. It's Barnes on the wing. Plenty of space. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson. Jackson's got assist number 7 tonight. Curry against Paul. Now here's Curry. Shoots over Paul. Paul with some nice D.
Yeah, he hasn't had the best night from the field, but his teammates have had his back.
Barnes passes to Jackson. To the inside. Intercepted. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. And stolen by Jackson. Sohan, the pass to Jackson. Back to Sohan. Jackson can't get it to go. And so Curry will bring it up for the Warriors. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Nets. That'll be the first of 2 games on their home court. Hield passes to Curry. And stolen by Jackson. To the paint. And there's Paul. That one's good on the assist by Barnes.
Yeah, when he's inside, Paul is so good at finding those little creases.
Here's Schroeder. San Antonio with a rebound. Sohan's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Barnes passes to Paul. And the shot goes down.
They are passing the ball around tremendously right now.
Pass to Green. Back to Schroeder. From 11 feet away. No good off the back of the rim. Spurs trail by 4. Rebounded by Green. The Warriors have got none of their shots to go in this final quarter. 0 for 4. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. Time called here. The Warriors decide to talk it over. Grant, when you look at Draymond Green's career, you think he's going to the Hall of Fame?
You know, B.A., I believe so. He's won multiple titles, and we know how impactful he has been as a defender and distributor especially. I think we'll see him in Springfield one day.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
During that break, Coach Steve Kerr had some advice for the team. Well, Coach is thrilled with their three-point shooting, saying in the huddle, guys, let's keep it up. Continue to shoot it from deep. It's working. They've been on fire from distance so far.
Okay, thanks, Allie. Pass to Schroeder. He shoots. The rebound by the Spurs.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's the look they want. It's tough working the mid-range area.
Jackson, pass to Sohan. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
Yeah, he's a fearless player. I mean, Sohan not afraid to give up his body to give his team a better chance.
And he drops the first.
Sohan. Two shots.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Watching Jeremy Sohan develop has been so interesting. He's a strong passer and defender, but he's working hard to be a more complete player.
Back to Schroeder. Tipped away. Stolen by Jackson. Here's Sohan. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Sohan's got 4 points this quarter.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Now Hield. Takes a three. Sohan with a rebound. Sohan's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. It's Barnes on the wing. Back to Jackson. And he lobs it up to the rim. Alley-oop up top, hammer it home. That gives him a double-double in this one.
Yeah, he's got bunnies. Sohan, a high flyer.
Schroeder passes to Curry. Inside. Oh, and a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. Here's Jackson, and so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
He misses the free throw. Wiggins, he's checked in for Schroeder. Philly comes up empty, missing both. Here's Golden State. Left side, Green. Outside Curry. Pass to Green from outside the arc. The rebound by Jackson. Here's San Antonio now. It's a 12-2 run here. Good pace to take the lead. The Warriors pull it in. Up top, Wiggins. He's guarded by Barnes. Stolen by Jackson. Here's Sohan. And that one goes. He's now recorded his 5th bucket in 8 tries.
They're really working the paint now.
And the Warriors call time here.
Coach definitely wants to talk about their interior defense, which has not been impressive.
Yeah, it's basically a layup line. You're not going to win many games if you can't offer more resistance than that.
And now let's present our New Balance Player of the Game.
He was laser focused on his D tonight. I mean, reading plays, staying active, forcing turnovers, maximum effort. Defense like that has to be rewarded.
Wiggins for 3. And Wiggins knocks down the 3.
A tale of 2 halves. After a slow start, he's turning his offense around.
To the inside. And the dunk by Jackson.
One of the best playmakers we've ever seen. CP3's sense for when to pass is legendary.
Ball against Curry. Pass to Hield for 3. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Curry. Hield's got 21.
And Hield's judgment in these spots is impressive. Understanding what kind of shot to take in big-time moments.
The shot by Sohan, no good.
Well, give credit to the defense for cutting him off. Normally, that'd be easy points for him at the rim.
Stripped away. Back to Jackson. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. It's on Stephen Curry.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Well, they've been absolutely on fire from deep. And until the defense offers more resistance, the coaches are going to keep encouraging them to let it fly.
And also, attacking in transition has been working for them. I mean, credit them for running the break well and being opportunistic. And Steph relishes taking key shots. It's what he's out there to do. And great job to establish position and square up.
Sometimes the action speeds up on you a little too much. 2 teammates not on the same wavelength there.
And Wiggins has got the ball here for the Warriors. The lead is 2. Curry against Paul. Curry from inside.
And you can trust Curry in these moments. The pressure doesn't affect his shooting ability, and he knows how to deliver.
Jackson outside. Outside Paul. Jackson outside. To the middle. Kicks it out to Barnes. Just 4 to shoot. Over Wiggins. San Antonio again can't hit. And now we've got an intentional foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Ooh, he doesn't hit the first. That was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though.
Yeah, in terms of winners in NBA history, you have the resume of Draymond Green.
There's 42 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Paul passes to Jackson. Outside Paul. Takes the three, and he buries it. And he's brought them within 2 points now.
There is absolutely... no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Great work at the line under pressure. They're that much closer to putting this game away.
Paul passes to Jackson. Down low, deflects the pass. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
Yeah, deflections are a stat that a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow.
Curry looking it over, and an intentional foul there stops the clock.
Yeah, no choice but to foul in that situation. Although, that's not the guy you want to send to the free throw line.
And so both free throws good, and it's a 6-point ball game.
He snuffs out any comeback hopes with an impressive performance at the line.
Time called here. San Antonio decides to talk it over. They're behind by 6. 5 ticks left in the fourth. All right, guys, what's your take?
Not an ideal situation for them. They've got to make a 3, then foul, hope for some misses, and make another 3.
Jackson, the pass to Paul. Lets it fly. Off on that one. And so the Warriors take the win. They played the villain tonight, and they played it well.
Yes, they did. You know, you have 2 choices. You can either succumb to the hostility in this arena, or you can feed off of it and use it as motivation. They did the latter.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson.
No deals. That's it.
I made a trade at the last second.
Same.
At the last second, I traded Pau Gasol, who was aging. A 36-year-old Pau Gasol, as much as I love him, I wanted to get younger here in San Antonio. Traded him up north to Toronto, and I'm going to acquire Jonas Valanciunas, 24 years old, much younger. We love the upside we see from him. We're excited.
So you basically, Brian came into this, and he's just trading all-time greats. Blake?
I got rid of some youth. Domantas Sabonis, because I had to, because I packaged him with Harold Ewing, which cost me $17 million a year. So in return for those two and 3 second-round picks, I got Rudy Gay and Omri Caspi. So I'm going to put Rudy Gay at the power forward, Middleton at small forward. And then I traded Cameron Payne and Anthony Morrow, as well as Milt Conley, for Norman Powell and DeMarre Carroll, just for depth, I should say.
And last but not least, our very own Chris Manning.
All right, so we did a complete rebuild in Brooklyn. The first trade, acquiring...
Greetings, everyone. Welcome to now the starting group for San Antonio. Sohan and Wemby are the bigs. Chris Paul out there with Jackson, and it's Vassell in at the small forward position. And for the Jazz, Collins and Kessler there in the middle. Clarkson the 2, and Markkanen is the 3. And it's George in at the 1. And it's going to be the Spurs off the tip. And for both teams, it's Game 3 of the NBA Cup. But one of these teams is much more likely to advance than the other.
Yeah, but we've seen some crazy things in this tournament. Big momentum swings. So I don't put anything past anyone.
And the Jazz with possession here. The Spurs making their last shot. George passes to Collins. Clarkson for 3. Pure from three-point range.
Yeah, when Clarkson came into the league, this guy more of a slasher, but boy, has he improved his range.
Jackson can't get it to go. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, the head coach for the Jazz gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. And when I brought up Chris Paul, Coach marveled at his leadership, saying he's a heck of a player and a natural-born leader. Few players in the history of the game have been able to command an offense and a locker room the way that CP has throughout his career. Coach has nothing but respect for the future Hall of Famer. B.A.?
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Here's George, following the bucket by the Spurs. Markkanen inside. He's guarded by Vassell. Pass to Collins. Shot clock at 6. The Jazz need to get one up in a hurry. Here's George. Sohan with a rebound. For San Antonio, they've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Of course, I'm going to give you 3 names here. John Stockton, Karl Malone, Pete Maravich. Which one is the greatest player to ever wear a Jazz uniform?
I'm not going greatest player, B.A. I'm going greatest tandem in the history of the Utah Jazz. John Stockton and Karl Malone in pick-and-roll play were poetry in motion.
And he makes both free throws.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
George feels it out a bit. Here's Kessler. Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama.
With his length and energy, Wembanyama has the ability to be a game-changing defender.
Jackson, the pass to Wembanyama. Back to Jackson. Rebounded by the Jazz.
This has not been a good period for this guy. Out of sync, not letting the game come to him. He's got to settle down and make shots.
To the paint. And there's Kessler on the assist by Clarkson.
Kessler always looking to score down low. A nice finish inside.
Throws it up high. Oh, Wembanyama throws it down.
I mean, it seems like you could throw it up to Wembanyama on every offensive possession, and he'll slam it home.
Time called here. The Jazz decide to talk it over. And for all the purists, here's the look at the best free throw shooting teams from the stripe this year. 5th, the Jazz.
And this is a team that knocks down their free throws at an elite rate. Whoever they go up against should always try to avoid fouling them at all costs.
Clarkson passes to George. Shoots over Paul. George, no good. And so it's Wembanyama with it. He brings it up for the Spurs. 3-point lead. Jackson against Clarkson. The kick out to Right at the free throw line. It's good.
Chris Paul will 2-point you to death with that mid-range jumper. He's made a living there.
Utah has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Pass to Clarkson. This one for 3. Utah with another miss. San Antonio leading by 5. Here's Jackson into the lane. And the dunk by Jackson.
What a smart pass from Wembanyama. Already adept at scanning the floor and finding open teammates.
Jackson against Clarkson. Here's Kessler, and he battles for the ball, gets his second chance bucket.
This guy is just working his tail off on the boards. You love the effort, love the energy.
Here's Paul. Clarkson grabs a miss. The Jazz have gone only 3 for 9 from the floor. And he lobs it up. And Collins with the slam.
Just tremendous recognition from Collins there. Sees an opportunity to be a target at the rim, and his teammate puts it on time.
You know, from day one in the NBA, Keontae George had the ability to create his own shot like few others, Doris.
There are certain guys that are electric with their athleticism and the live body they bring to the game. Keontae George knows how to score, and as he develops as a playmaker, look out.
Now here's Jackson. We saw him with 19 his last time out. Vassell against Markkanen. Back to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
For Vassell to really make an impact, that's what he has to do. Initiate the offense.
Paul against George. Pass to Kessler. They double him with Wembanyama. George outside. Kessler with it. From deep. And it doesn't fall for him. Made 2, missed 2 now.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Boy. That's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
Back to George. Three-pointer. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Now Jackson. Give him 8 points now. Count it. Now 5 of 11 for the game.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
And Utah calls time here. Victory eluded them last time in San Antonio when they faced the Spurs.
Big loss in their last meeting with this team. Couldn't get anything to fall in that one.
Jazz trail by 13. On the court for San Antonio here in the second. We've got Jackson. Victor Wembanyama is out there with Barnes. Then there's Castle, and it's Bassie in at the 5. Now here's George. He's scoreless. 5 on the clock. Poke loose. It's stolen by Wembanyama. Back come the Spurs in transition. Wemby putting on a show.
Well, you know, it's already tough to play like this at home, but it's even tougher to do so on the road.
Boy, just sheer dominance, the ability to step into enemy territory and flat out take over. This is impressive.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Brian, Lauri Markkanen's shooting stroke at 7 feet tall had former Mavericks coach Rick Carlisle comparing him to Dirk. Lauri said it feels good to hear that because he's obviously a Hall of Famer, but there's still a long way to go, and it gives me more motivation to keep getting better. He's not getting a big head, Brian.
No, he's not, and that's the way you have to approach it to be great. Thanks, Allie.
That's a perfect example of why good hands are important in basketball. It just misread that pass completely.
Just over a minute has passed here in the second quarter. Clarkson outside. Pass to Collins. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Sohan's checked in for San Antonio. Vassell comes in for Barnes. Now here's Wembanyama, hovering around 19.5 points a game. His scoring has been huge for them. Good D by Kessler.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
George for three. Drills it from deep. George has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three.
Wow, Keontae George flashing those handles. Nasty stuff.
Down low. Oh, got a piece of it. Jackson. And he's 6 for 12 after that one.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Now here's Clarkson. And we're almost halfway through the group stage. Do coaches start thinking a little bit about how tiebreakers might come into effect here?
You know, maybe. Point differential is the second tiebreaker after head-to-head record. So that might be in the back of their minds. You're going to want to make sure you put up some big numbers in the group stage if you can.
Chris Paul, he's checked in for San Antonio. Jackson against Clarkson. Oh, deflected. Stolen by Kessler. Now here's George. He's covered closely. Off the mark. Had a chance there to trim it to single digits. Here's Jackson. Good, and the assist to Wembanyama. Jackson's got 14 points for the game.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
Clarkson outside. Pass to Markkanen. There's Markkanen. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. What growth from Lauri Markkanen, Doris. The 2023 Most Improved Player Award winner.
Yeah, you think about it. Markkanen entered the league at just 20 years of age. You forget how young these guys are sometimes. But Markkanen finds a great situation where he's a featured part of an offense, and then he makes an all-star team.
Now here's Jackson. He's got 14. And stolen by Markkanen. Clarkson outside. The 3-ball. Sinks it from distance. Clarkson's got 5 points in the quarter.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
To the inside. Here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there? Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
He can't get it to go. Excellent D there from Collins. On offense, here's Utah. They're on a 14-6 run. Kessler against Wembanyama. Kessler passes to Clarkson. Vassell comes with a double. 6 to shoot. Here's George. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
That's his first. And they seem to have taken a more heads-on approach this quarter, and it's getting them to the free throw line.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
They've done a great job establishing an inside presence. Now, that'll open up more options offensively throughout the remainder of the game.
You know, also, they've been incredible on the fast break, taking those chances, playing with great pace.
Collins, he's checked in for Wembanyama. Now here's Clarkson. He's got 10. The putback. Rebounded by Chris Paul. Oh, they get a hand on it. Pass to Clarkson. Puts up a three. Here's Eubanks. Collins with the defensive effort. Spurs lead by 5. Here's Jackson. Inside. The shot by Sohan, no good. Utah's gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter in the second so far. And that one's good. Clarkson. Clarkson's got 9 points in the quarter.
This guy can flat out score. Jordan Clarkson having himself a night.
To the middle. Here's Jackson. It's good. The assist that time from Paul. And the Spurs lead by 5.
His efficiency. Has been a big factor in helping them capture this lead.
Now here's Eubanks. Collins defending. Clarkson for 3. And that basket makes him 5 for 10. Steady production so far.
Jordan Clarkson is a professional scorer. He is ready to rise and fire on the catch.
Here's Jackson. Soft touch off the glass. Jackson's got 20 points.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They should continue to ride the hot hand.
Clarkson against Jackson.
These calls can be so difficult for officials to make.
First half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here.
49, the Spurs, 54.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Jazz trail by 5. Markkanen and Collins the 3 and 4. Jordan Clarkson is out there with George. And it's Kessler in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group for Utah right now. Clarkson against Jackson. Down low. Wembanyama. Oh! Wembanyama throws it down.
And Wembanyama can dunk it basically just standing up. You got to keep him out of the paint.
Pass to Kessler. Now Clarkson. Drives to the hoop. Oh, a rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Now, Jordan Clarkson can be a little bit streaky at times, but right now this guy is on fire.
Over to the left wing. Here's the 3 from Paul. No good. And so Markkanen will bring it up for the Jazz. Trailing by 5. And it's Clarkson missing.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that, but that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
And breaking out the one-hand slam.
Man, an emphatic way to extend the lead a little more. And it's Utah with the ball. San Antonio getting their last shot to go. Collins, the open look. Gets it to go from the corner. Collins has got his second basket of the game.
Collins, such a confident shooter. And this guy on the catch, he's ready to rock.
Pass to Vassell. Now here's Jackson. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. That one on Kessler. And Grant, we know the importance of the veteran leaders on the team, but not every vet wants to accept the mentorship role.
Very true, B.A. In your later years, that role becomes a blend of playing and kind of coaching. Not everyone is cut out for that.
And the Spurs making a change here. Champagne's checked in. Inside. And oh, that was close. He draws the foul. That'll shoot 2.
Second personal foul.
It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama.
Well, you love to see Kessler draw the contact right there. Get that defender into a compromised position.
And he's good on the second. And now around 2 minutes going by in this half. Here's Wembanyama. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It goes on Keontae George.
Yeah, forcing his way to the line. Wemby, such a long dude.
It's his first trip to the line. And both free throws good for Wembanyama.
And the big fella with the skill level, showing a soft touch at the line.
And he's going for the oop here. And Collins with the slam.
Throw it anywhere near Collins, he'll take care of the rest, putting his athleticism and length to perfect use.
Now here's Jackson. Give him 23. Pass to Champagny. From deep. Utah grabs the miss. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. And they get it back. Markkanen. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Spurs lead by 5. Sohan, the pass to Champagny. Jackson with it. To the paint. Oh, Wembanyama throws it down.
And you see how fluid Wembanyama is. 7'5" guys shouldn't be able to move like this.
And Utah calls time here.
There's just a lot of wide open lanes to the rim here. That'll drive your coach nuts.
Well, poor rotations, poor communication. There's a lot to figure out right now.
Juzay, he's checked in for Clarkson. And a chance here to check out some stats for John Collins. To the right side. Pass to Kessler. George outside. Clock at 6. Here's Juzay. That shot off. Nice D from Vassell. Jackson with it. Picked up by Collins. That one goes in. Wembanyama's got 12 points.
All too easy for Wembanyama. He feels like no one can defend him inside.
Pass to Juzay. From 13. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. George has got his 3rd assist of the night.
Listen, he hits that shot on a regular basis. Give credit to the offense for getting him a clean look.
Now here's Jackson. Right now he's contributing about 15.5 points a game.
Wembanyama looks so smooth and comfortable in the pick and roll.
Jazz trail by 9. George outside. Pass to Collins. And Collins with the slam.
With a little bit of style, John Collins up and off his feet.
Once again, an explosive highlight on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Jackson, the pass to Champagny. Jackson against George. Now here's Jackson, tightly guarded. Sohan nails it from 3. Sohan's got his first 3 points of the game.
Off the catch, Sohan is pretty reliable. He's a smart shooter, and he won't pass up those high percentage opportunities.
And here's George. He's got 5. Markkanen outside. Pass to Kessler. Collins inside. He's against Sohan. Collins, no good. San Antonio leading by 10. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Brian, one of the great challenges of an NBA player's life is being traded. Veteran P.J. Tucker said, in 24 hours, you're playing for another team in another city, getting all of your stuff, uprooting your kids, changing schools. Your whole entire life changes in a blink. If you've never experienced it, you'd never understand. EA?
Pretty heavy stuff, Allie. Thank you. And San Antonio making a change here. Collins, he's checked in for Victor Wembanyama. Harrison Barnes comes in for Sohan. Johnson, he's checked in for Vassell. And Castle subbed in for Champagny. Here's Mikhailuk. San Antonio getting their last shot to go. Pass to Eubanks. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Jumps up. And the finish on the break with the slam.
Yeah, Castle has been outstanding here, giving the defense more than they can handle.
Here's Mikhailuk, defended by Jackson. Here's Juzang. No good, a bit long that time.
Well, terrific defense. They obviously respect his ability and just want to make it tough.
Jackson, the pass to Collins, and he makes it. Collins has gotten his second bucket.
Making plays at both ends of the floor, and it shows up in the box score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
And Utah calls time here.
Lots to talk about here, guys. I mean, losing momentum and looking for answers.
I think here you have just got to get back to what you do best, and then live with the results.
Here's Juzang. He has 7.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
Jazz trail by 18. To stop the drought. The rebound by the Spurs.
Well, this guy cannot get started, and the offense overall has been a struggle because of it.
There's 38 seconds left in the third quarter. Jackson down low. Eubanks defending.
Eubanks. Second personal foul. Third team foul.
And that one falls for Jackson. Massey, he's checked in for Collins.
Jackson. 2 shots.
That one misses. Well, the Jazz shooting 41% in this game. Knocked away. Eubanks with it. Yet to see a basket. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Stolen by Jackson. Back come the Spurs in transition. The rebound by Eubanks. Eubanks, he's got 6 rebounds in the game. Jackson outside. Barnes. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And so the San Antonio Spurs out in front by 19 going into the break. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And just a selfless decision from your 2-guard, showing his ability to get his teammates good looks.
He's checked in for Utah. Markkanen comes in for Sensabaugh. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for San Antonio.
Their defense has been on point all game long. They're out hustling the shooters and swatting down plenty of shots.
The other thing that jumps out about their performance tonight, the amount of steals, really pressuring those ball handlers.
So on the floor for San Antonio, we got Zach Collins, Jackson out there with Keldon Johnson, and it's Champagnie at the 2. Collins passes to Jackson. Second shot opportunity. Collins, no good. And so it's George with it. He brings it up for Utah. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Boy, when he's not beating you with the shot, George can absolutely beat you with the pass.
George against Jackson. Doris, this has been a good few years for teams from small markets, don't you think?
I certainly do, Brian. I mean, think about some of the most exciting players we have in the league. They're young, but they are captivating. Victor Wembanyama in San Antonio. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander in Oklahoma City. Giannis has been in Milwaukee his entire career. The list goes on.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Spurs.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
BA, it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And this win will give them 12 on the year thus far.
They had their number all year long. That 4-0 record says it all. They had the advantage in every crucial area.
And what a huge performance it was for Victor Wembanyama.
Boy, I think he made his presence felt in the paint more than anywhere else. This guy's rebounding numbers were outstanding. He controlled the glass.
Pass to Bassie. Now Collins. Eubanks defending. Collins passes to Johnson. Here's Jackson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Now here's George. To the inside. And they'll get another chance. Launches a 3. So we see the Spurs taking the W here. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of victory like we saw tonight.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and all of our crew, this is Brian Ant.